Hello guys, Nif here, back with some more episodes of Everlasting Summer. Yes, it's been a while since I posted something, and especially Everlasting Summer, because I wasn't expecting to post this at all. Also, I've already recorded the game, like a lot of footage before, and then there was an error. Great. And so here we are, back with the recording. Great. This is what I go through every day. The night left a feeling of anxiety behind. I woke up exhausted, both physically and mentally. I wasn't so far from the start, so that's good. I can't say I got spoiled so much. It happens to me at all at the time. You see incredibly lucid dreams in your... Wait, what? We're back with another stuttering episode. You see incredibly lucid images in your dream, as if you fell into a Hollywood blockbuster with a plot full of twists, well-paid actors, and multi-million-dollar visual effects. And then you wake up in the morning without remembering a thing. That's what I was trying to do, to restore the images shown by my relaxed brain. Am I right? But that part of my memory was empty, either archived or formatted completely. I'm back with another stuttering episode. This is so horrible. It's 7 a.m. according to the clock. I seem to be an early bird today. Olga Dmitrievna was sleeping, wrapping tightly in her blanket. What the heck is wrong with me today? Wrapping so tightly in a hot summer. I got up, stretched, and went to the mirror to have a look at myself. I'd better shave. Strange idea, before twice a month was enough. But now, nothing depends on the way I look. Yeah, because you look so young. I haven't found a razor anyway. Why do I even need it if I look like I'm 17 at most? Yeah, I don't know why. So, breakfast can start earlier than 9 a.m. And this means I have plenty of time, which I can spend on walking and washing, for example. The water didn't seem as ice cold as the previous days. On the contrary, its refreshing coolness helped me to breeze up and come back to reality, whether all these events could be called real. Yeah, the tooth powder didn't seem to be such an outdated thing. A quick thought struck me that it's not that different from toothpaste. What's a toothpaste powder? I have not seen that before, nor tried. I want to know that. When I returned to the cabin, Olga Dmitrievna, am I right? Dmitrievna was already up. She was standing in front of the mirror and fixing her hair. Good morning, Semyon. Oh yeah, I forgot the voices again. I'll do that later. Morning. I actually had like a program for when I voice act. I just forgot to, open it. Great. I'll probably on the next episode. Because of the lack of sleep, my head was still singing, and my thoughts were all jumbled together. However, I didn't regret waking up instead of my usual habit of sleeping in for 2 or 3 hours more. How come you got up so early? It just happened, stuff. And no neckerchief once again. I'll do it myself, it's no big deal. On my way to the canteen. I don't think so. Do it now. Did you forget about the lineup before breakfast? How could I ever forget? It's food. And what's the lineup going to be about today? We'll discuss the agenda for the day. So what's the agenda? Frankly speaking, I didn't care for what might be on the agenda for our courageous pioneer troop. I was mostly interested in where our brave leader will send us. We'll send our little pioneer army for the following 12 to 15 hours. Maybe I could manage to avoid enemy locations. What do you mean enemy locations? Oh, did I skip something? Oh, no. I thought I skipped something. You'll find that out at the lineup. She gave me a willy smile. Willy? Olga Dmitrievna, my stomach is getting upset. I'd rather, I believe that's okay to miss the lineup once. It'll get all that nasty if I fail to control it right there. Where did I find all this courage? Where did all this courage come from? You have 5 more minutes. I'm afraid I need more. Could you tell me right now, please? Sure, I'll try, but just in case it all goes down. Oh, fine. On our list today is cleaning and applications, organizing the books in the library, some other minor tasks, and of course, we have the ball in the evening. Watch yourself. You must take part in the camp activities today. Yeah, you bet, sure. Definitely, and now I'd rather, come on, let's hit the road. I came out of the cabin and hid in the bushes behind it, waiting for Olga Dimitrievna to leave. Actually, I didn't have any particular reason to behave this way, but the voices within me kept me telling that I have nothing to do at the lineup. Voices. I'm pretty sure you are high. After the camp leader left, I went back to the cabin and decided to wait for breakfast there. Well, I'm not planning on taking part in the community life today. Cleaning and organizing, that's not what someone in my situation should be doing. 2 days have passed and I'm still right where I started. All the residents seem to be perfectly ordinary people. They weren't involved in any conspiracy, weren't communicating with aliens, and had no idea about time warps. Of course, each of them is a bit peculiar, but those peculiarities, I feel like peculiarities do not seem out of line at all. Moreover, if I had met any of these pioneers in my familiar world, I wouldn't suspect anything wrong. They seem to be even more normal than natural than let's say yours truly, which is me. This lineup of reasoning was quite logical. The illogical part was the absence of answers. Ordinary people in extraordinary places. Please, I've heard and seen that already somewhere. What's with me today? Probably need to sit properly, that's why. Dozens of pioneers, or even more, live their familiar lives, and do their regular stuff, day by day. They don't understand that the world around them is not what it looks like. Okay, but this is their point of view. As for me, I'm not acquainted with the world of the Sovnovbyok camp and its residents, even if they seem to behave the way normal people would under the same circumstances. I have to decide here and now, are those people involved in what's happening to me? Can they give me answers? Or do I have to seek the truth somewhere else? Probably I need to seek the truth somewhere else, and I need to stop. It seems I overdid it a bit with the thinking. There's no usual crowd of hunger pioneers near the canteen. No people, yay! Or even inside the canteen. Most of them probably had their breakfast before 9 a.m. That's even better. Two's a company, three's a crowd. Lena was sitting in the farthest corner of the canteen, lazily picking her fork at the amorphous lump that vaguely resembled porridge. Having a breakfast with her seems like a good idea. We can have a chat in peace. Or at least try to have one. I was on the way to her table when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the sleeve. Oh, it's Zenya, the librarian. Get your meal and come. We need to talk. About what? What are you waiting for? I was a bit confused. Pardon, isn't this a bit too sudden? What's wrong? Get your meal and sit down. I suppose that she considered her behavior completely normal. Sorry, but I promised Lena. Promised Lena what? Promised Lena what? Wait, promised Lena what? Promised Lena what? I forgot. What's with the noise outside? What? I can't remember what I promised Lena about. Lena was on the other far side. Talking to her feels like, I won't get anything from her. I'd rather talk to Lena. I was sure that Lena wouldn't mind if I sat next to her. Hold on, wait a second. Sorry, maybe later? I gently loosened my sleeve from her grip and headed to the farthest corner of the canteen. Zenya was shouting something in my direction, but I tried to ignore her. Hi, good morning. Having heard the librarian shouting, Lena had been stealing glances at me for a while. Morning. Strangely enough, she didn't blush, but smiled instead. Would you mind if I join you? I'll get my meal and be back in no time. Yeah, sure. I feel like I should have talked to Zenya. Zenya might have an answer, but I feel so stupid now. In a minute, I was already sitting in front of her with a simple set of plates on a tray. Porridge, 2 poached egg, 4 pieces of wheat bread, a boiled sausage, and a glass of compote made of unknown fruits and berries. Have a nice meal. Thanks. I was trying to eat as neatly as I could, no chomping, smearing food, or spilling the compote over myself. It seems that eating like a human and not like a dog was not all that hard at all. As usual, Lena remained silent, which means I should start a conversation. Going to the dance tonight? Probably. She was silent for a while. And you? I don't know yet. Probably as well. Though I didn't want to go there at all. I didn't like the dance parties since my school days. Oh, why so? What do you mean? My mind was still far away in my school times. Why don't you want to go? I didn't say I don't want to, just... Okay then. But if you're inviting me... Lena turned red and looked away. What? Oh! What's... I don't really... Sorry, just kidding. I felt confused, but I better not joke like that. Fine. Lena said indifferently and focused on her food, while her face turned even more red. Why stuck on this dance as if you have nothing else to talk about? But wait, is there actually anything? By the way, maybe you know that what Sina wanted to ask me. Huh? I mean, when I came in, she wanted to say something to me. Wait, she wanted something from me. I don't know. I see. The conversation reached a dead end, so I tried to seem fully focused on my meal. Lena finished her breakfast first. I should go. See you later. See you. I got somewhere with Lena for some reason. I think that wasn't so bad than talking to Zenya. I was finishing chewing on the sausage, which tasted like a twisted pair of cable. Wow. I wonder if they have internet access here. I guess not, since like the 80s or some stuff. A pioneer sitting at the next table noticed me talking to myself and stared at me. I smiled and waved to him in return. After such a friendly greeting, he, for some reason, left the canteen quickly without finishing his breakfast. Then with the food, it's time to search for some clues. Sometime later, I finally came to the infirmary. I have nothing to do in that place. Though the nurse seemed quite caring, it's better to keep distance from her. Such benevolence is actually scary. She may know something, but I don't have the courage to enter the infirmary. Moreover, I had no reason to. Not a single one. Immersed in my own thoughts, I didn't notice the nurse, who was standing on the porch. Oh, she's back. Hi there, pioneer. She came close. What's the sound effects? No. You must be sick. Did you come for medicine? No. I was just wandering around. Oh, a trant, I see. But if you're here, I have a serious task for you. I gave her a look of inquiry. The word task made me feel uneasy. It sounded like something inevitable. The nurse smiled spitefully. You both will help me to make an inventory of supplied medicine, which arrived today. Both? Who are we? Perhaps I misheard. But what word could be confused with both? Oh, it's Lena. Hi again. Lena emerged from behind the nurse's back. It seemed strange that I hadn't noticed her until now. She has invisibility, probably. Come here after dinner. I have explained everything to Lena. She will tell you what to do. Medicine, huh? Supplied? Today? But Olga Dmitrievna told me that no bus would arrive in the next couple of days. So there are visitors to our camp today? Yes. They arrived from the city this morning. Why are you asking? Just curious. Alright there, pioneer. So, tonight, after dinner, you'll be here. Maybe Lena was barely noticeable this whole time. Surely she's able to remain invisible like a skilled ninja. I could do it on my own. strange. She seemed more spirited during lunch. No way. There's a lot of boxes. The pioneer is always ready. Isn't that so, pioneer? Guess so. She gazed at me and smiled menacingly. I don't want to spend the whole evening doing something like this, and also I've got more important things to do. But rejecting this request would be really improper. If it wasn't Lena who was standing there, I would definitely think my way out. Yeah. I need to help Lena. I'm sorry, Olga, but Lena seems like, oh, I need to help her. This kind of stance. I don't know why. I just, nice, I guess. Yeah, nice. That's how a true pioneer should answer. Even after these words, I barely came to step closer to the be prepared. I always prepared motto. Then you can go. Okay. I looked at Lena, who was still staring at the ground. I guess all the time she spent staring at the ground was enough to learn everything that is to know about life and habits of different insects. Plus, Lena likes to read, so she probably read many biological, botanical, and so on books. Perhaps she wants to become an entomologist? Probably. Hey, Lena. Bye, Lena. Oh, wait. Where will you head next? Lena's words drew me away from the obscure thoughts. We'd been standing at the square for some time, and my speculations about Bug's lives were only an attempt to escape this awkward situation. Though, why did I see it as awkward? Just don't forget it, alright? Don't forget what? Oh, yeah. Well, tonight, after dinner, at the infirmary. Her face got slightly grumpy look to it. No way, that's impossible. Alright. Right after dinner, I'm at your service. I thought too late. At my words, Lena blushed even harder. I need to find a way to ease this situation. Why did the nurse ask you to do it, anyways? I don't know. I was just sitting on the bench and reading books when she came in. It's smart to ask a reliable person who would never say no. That is true. An introvert. That's basically an introvert. Okay. Well then. After dinner. Okay. I'll be off then. Yeah, sure. She walked off somewhere beside the clubs, and I stood at the square for some time. So, what's next? I decided to visit my cabin in order to collect my phone. I don't know where I'll find myself today, but having a watch is always useful. How come it's not low battery yet? Though having a wristwatch is much more easier. Suddenly I heard a different tune, which was cutting through the usual noise of the camp. I listened to it carefully. What's that noise? Sounds like an electric guitar. Oh yeah, it does. 3 repeating chords, no more. But this melody still felt somehow warm, as if a vacuum tube-based audio amplifier was used. Would there be such luxury here? The sound was definitely come from somewhere near the stage area. I wonder who could that be? Who cares? I'd better keep on looking for answers. Maybe it has the answers. I need to go and find out. It might have answers. Coming to the stage area, I caught a sight of Alisa on the stage. Oh! A panty shot. Out of no reason. The girl was giving it all. With her eyes closed, she placed one of her legs upon the speaker and was swinging her body with the rhythm of the music. I feel such a disgrace. I couldn't recognize the melody, but I was pretty sure that I'd heard it right before. Probably something from Soviet rock. Could you please change the image? I could have named a dozen bands in this journey right off the bat, but I was hardly an expert. The song seemed really simple, literally a 3-chord progression. Probably even I could have played it, given some time to practice. I wonder where Alisa got her playing skills. Please, another image. In the USSR, such music had never been nationally acclaimed. The future rock star wasn't taking any notice of me. It was like she was trying to become one with the music, to resound in every note, in every bar, in every triplet. Rock heroes of the 80s instantly came to my mind. Many of them were devoted to the music in a similar way. If she got dressed in something more suitable for that period's fashion instead of her pioneer uniform, no one would notice the difference. Her performance was coming to an end. Picking out the last couple of chords, Alisa finally noticed me. Yes, finally. That position was very awkward. Did you like it? Oh, Alisa, it was Alisa. She didn't seem as surprised as I would have expected. Yeah, that was cool. Was it organized? As if you could do any better. Alisa smiled. Alisa sly lie. Smiled. Alisa sly lie. I'm not saying that I can do better. I'm not a pro in music. No doubt. Yeah, the freaking dialogue. Such weird conversations. I didn't know what to tell her next and was heading on my way. Wait a minute. Oh, blushing? Wait a minute. What? Heard about the evening dance party? I thought it was a ball. Ball, dance party. What's the difference? She frowned. Yes, I did. And so what? Are you going to go? After throwing those words, she turned away. I'm not sure. And you? What am I going to do there? Watch a herd of morons? There was some truth in Alisa's words, but this open disrespect surprised me. It's clear that it's not the idea of a ball that she hates. But why? What do you mean by why? Well, why don't you want to come? Dance parties ought to be fun. Do you really think so? Annoyance flashed in her voice. I don't know. But I thought that you would, you know. I never liked them. She interrupted me. There's absolutely nothing to do at such parties. I see. So, what's your plan then? I asked as to keep the conversation going. I'll just carry on practicing. What are you practicing? The song, dumbass! You even heard it! Alisa had gone totally mad. A few more wrong questions I would have to run for my life. Who wrote the song? I did! So, you wrote it by yourself? By myself! Cool. An awkward silence hung in the air. Okay then, do you want to listen? Didn't I just hear it? That's not what I meant. She pouted. The whole song. It's just a jam for now. Come on, do it then. Not right now. Well, don't do it then. I felt uncertain about what she wanted from me. You mean you don't want me to play? Seems like I frustrated her. I got ready for her smashing guitar on my forehead or something even worse. But there was only an upset expression on Elisa's face. I want to, I told you. Come here tonight then. I'll play it for you. For me? How cute. Tonight is the dance party though. You said you wouldn't go. I didn't say that. Frankly speaking, I didn't want to go, but messing around with Devashay was a good eater. Was good eater? What? Flip. Never mind. Olga Dimitrievna won't like it. Screw her. I said Alisa, getting steamed up. I feel like I'm gonna get punched. So. Wait, this is bad. Lena. If I say no, it's not that I want. She has this tsundere vibe, and I really like my wants for tsundere is so high. I must pick her, cause tsundere. But Lena, is Lena like a dander? Why am I talking about that? Yeah, I just need to pick. I'm not a real man. If I say yes. But then again, what do I want? I want to go and want to hear and jam out with her. This is a hard decision. If I don't go, I don't know what her reaction would be. No, I won't. Sorry. Sure. Let's be one of those people who's like, oh yeah, I'll accept everything you say. Stupid me. Between shame at the dance party and Divajevskaya's mad guitar skills, I'd rather pick the latter. Good boy. She smiled strangely. I was just wondering if wondering. What? the word just suddenly became so hard for me. I, this is one of those things when you like try to think of a word and just suddenly becomes stupid in your brain. Wondering if the decision I made was right one, when suddenly I was interrupted by a ringing. That wasn't ringing, that was a horn, calling the pioneers for lunch. It wasn't ringing! I looked towards the canteen. I suppose it's time to go. Hunger is a sharp thorn. I turned around with an intent to call Alisa to come along, but she looked so cheerless and down. Every musician should know when it's time to leave. I grumbled under my breath. Who is marching forward in a row? It's our pioneer squad. Pioneers in a row usually march to the canteen in the Soviet camp. I was looking for a place where no one would disturb me, like what happened before, just so I can eat in peace. And for that, I have to at least not be the last one to come. But I was pretty sure whatever happens here happens whether I want it or not. The canteen was crammed as full as an egg. Yay, great. Olga Dimitrievna was standing at the entrance, guarding it like a hawk. Caw. Well, Semyon, were you working hard today? Yes, I bet. I was working hard enough. Oh yeah. Well done. Truly well done. And the hardest is yet to come. I just bet it does. Fine. Take a seat. Then next to the girls. She pointed to the next table next to the pillar. Slavia and Uliana and Lena was already sitting there. Oh, great. Not a bad company. At least, not the worst, to be honest. I got my meal and went up to them. Oh, Uliana's here. I remembered. Do you mind if I sit here? I caught myself surrounded a bit clueless. There were no other free places around. No, of course not. Please do. Lena remained silent. Okay, today the meal consisted of a plate of broth. I suspected there was some meat lurking in it, but I had no evidence. Some poultry, chances are chickenus domesticus, with fried potatoes and a traditional glass of compote. For some reason, after this series, I want to try out compote for some reason. What the heck is wrong with me? I found myself liking the local food more and more. I guess I just came to the conclusion that I have no other choice, which means that there's no use in complaining. Thank God there's something to eat. Coming to the ball tonight? I don't know. Probably not. Though I already had an arrangement with Elisa. He'll come. He got nowhere else to go, Olyena said happily. You'll come for sure. You will come for sure. Of course. I can't miss the opportunity to watch you make a fool of yourself. She got it right, so I decided not to reply. And what about you? I asked Lena. Yes. She replied briefly. See, you should go then. What the heck? Said Slavia as if leaving me no choice. Don't forget to wear your tailcoat. Apparently, Uliana was so pleased with her joke that she laughed out loud. But I really had nothing to wear. My wardrobe was just a pioneer uniform and my winter clothes, which would be inappropriate even in the evening. And what will you be dressed in? Entertainer? Secret. Will it be a little dress like a kindergarten matinee? Uliana turned red. Looks like I managed to offend her. No, I will wear a biohazard suit just so I don't catch an infection from you. I wonder what kind of infection are you afraid of catching from me? Enough, you guys. Don't quarrel. Idiocy, of course. Looks like Uliana was highly pleased with her, as she thought brilliant answer again. You know, if you already have the flu, you can't catch a cold. Oh, to play that game. What are you implying? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Haha. Looked away, sly lie. You mean that? She went red again. Uh-oh. I don't mean anything. Guys, given that it was Lena who interfered, it probably really was time to stop. You're asking for it. You're gonna get it. What? you will finally wise up. Uh, Instead of replying, Uliana grabbed her plate filled with brush and tipped it over my head. This game met an unexpected finale. Oh, you little... She jumped up and tried to run away. But you're not getting away that easily. But this time, she won't get away. I grabbed her hand. Now what? I just can't smash her head against the table. That would be flipped up. This pantomime lasts a few seconds until... Suddenly, Uliana skillfully grabbed a glass of compote and splashed it in my face. And that way, she managed to get free from my grip. Dang it, Uliana! She dashed off towards the counter and I chased her. This resulted in several flipped tables, a pile of smashed tableware, 5 pioneers crippled by various injuries, and full of exhaustion of both parties. A draw. Sort of. A belligerent draw. With too much belligerence. We stood before each other and breathed heavily. Tell me you won't behave this way again. And you? Olga Dmitrievna snuck up from behind us. When you think about it, such a riot couldn't go unnoticed. Well, are you satisfied with yourselves now? Her voice appeared to be calm, but I was sure she was just about to explode. And who's gonna clean up all this mess? Exactly what happened. Who? I'm asking who? Him! Replied Uliana with complete confidence. Her! Obviously her. She was the one who did it. I object less... Oh, Flip, you could have said I was about to object less confidently. But I feel like it had an exclamation mark. It wasn't my fault. Both! The camp leader brought in a conclusive end to this ongoing argument. Generally, I wasn't sure that my share of blame was more than hers, although Uliana didn't have the drop of guilt on her face. Beat it! I'm not cleaning. Ain't nobody got time for that. This is his fault. He started it first. No, it isn't. It's obviously your fault. Oh, yes, it is. I'm not going to sort all of that nonsense. Semyon, go grab a mop, a bucket, some cloths, that kind of stuff in the closet. And as for you, she looked at Uliana with such burning gaze that I felt a bit sorry for the girl. You start to pick up the broken tableware immediately. Olga Dmitrievna took a breath and continued. You're nothing but trouble. How many times have I told you? I decided to skip the lecture and went to the closet that appeared to be near the exit. Suddenly, a perfect idea flashed in my head. Why don't I just run away? Sure, Olga Dmitrievna has already caught us already, but I'm not the one to blame. Of course, I'm not a true pioneer she keeps talking about, but in comparison to Uliana... Anyway, she's a principal culprit. It's not like I have nothing better to do than clean up the mess here. I have to seek answers. The truth is out there. Somehow flashed through my mind. No! If I run away, I'm still gonna get caught, and it's pretty stupid and just douchebag move. I don't feel like that's a good idea in any way at all. So, as a good person, I shall stay and help Uliana. Nah, running away is hardly a good idea. For starters, Olga Dmitrievna has caught me already. See? And dashing off would only aggravate my punishment. Exactly. As well as that, I was indeed partially guilty. That is true. Of course, it was all her fault. But if I hadn't reacted like that, probably we could have avoided this trashing. Probably. Let's be a nice person. I opened the cabinet and took out a broom, a mop, and a dustpan. There we go, we're back. Olga Dmitrievna wasn't anywhere near Uliana by the time I returned. She's gone? Can't you see yourself? Uliana looked upset. All her youthful spirit vanished without a trace. Oh, okay, hang on a sec. I'll go wash myself a bit first. I shot her an angry glance and headed towards the exit. I washed the scraps of lunch off myself and returned to the canteen. Well, no escaping it. We have to clean it up. It's all because of you. A single gaze from her gave me the creeps. Of course it is. It's me who's guilty for everything. It's me who's a local natural hazard. Oh, shut up. See, it's kind of strange that she's not trying to avoid this cleanup duty. Onyana had a solid opportunity just to run away and leave me alone. But somehow she did the exact opposite. Diligently gathering the broken plate fragments, mopping the floor, picking up the chairs and tables. In fact, she was so fast that I had a tough time keeping up with her. Well now, aren't you suddenly acting all goody-goody? It's not like I want to spend a whole day, you dork. All day here, you dork. She still sounded irritated. Listen, you've got to understand that you can't behave like that. At least, not to such an extent. For some reason, I decided to try and give her a moral lecture. I haven't done a thing. It was you who was calling me names. Uliana grabbed the bucket and mop and went to the farthest corner of the canteen. Looked like she's still angry. Looking back at the mountain of broken tableware, I finally began to understand the scope of this catastrophe. We're lucky that at least the forks and spoons were made out of metal. We still have something to eat with. But there are hardly any plates left. Hey, Uliana called me with a shout. Oh, that was a shout? I went over to her. I don't get it. Why do you hate me so much? I don't hate you. Her face became so serious that I was ready to believe that it wasn't just yet another trick of hers. Why do you think so? I have no idea. That's exactly why I'm asking you. I don't hate you. Not at all. It's just sometimes you behave like, well, you know. As simple as that, but still true. Like what? I have no idea. She's dense. She lifted her gaze to me, boiling with curiosity. Well, for starters, what's the big idea in pouring the compote all over me? Well, you were asking for it. She smiled for the first time since we started cleaning. Yeah, sure I did. I heaved a deep sigh. So, what do you expect from others then? Nothing, she replied acidly. This discussion was over, so I continued cleaning up in silence. It took just a few hours to clean up the canteen. At last, all the broken tableware was gone. Chairs and tables were in the designated places. The floors looked clean. We were sitting together with Uliana next to the food counter, breathing heavily, deservedly resting. Now, you see how much effort has to be put in because of a silly trick. But I'm not tired at all. Though the sweat pouring down her face told the opposite story. Oh well, good for you. So, what are you gonna do next? I don't know. About you? But I'd rather go. Nope, that's not all. You have to... To what? She hesitated. Tell me with another little thing. Think of another silly prank. You bet. She was smiling broadly. I'm not your man here. I'm more fed up with just one punishment for the day. Okay, here's the deal. If you help me now, there won't be any more pranks. Sure, there was an inviting prospect, but somehow I couldn't bring myself to trust Uliana, even for a moment. Well, it wouldn't hurt to ask. So, what's your cunning plan? We're gonna steal the candy. What? Nani? Oh my god. I should have expected something like that. Candy is for kids. Soon the chef will go out to the the trash. Nobody's gonna see us. Count me out. Whatever. She grunted and turned away. Then I'll do it myself. And I won't allow... I couldn't even finish the sentence as Uliana already jumped over the counter, ran to the cabinet, opened the door, and started rummaging through it. Hey, cut that! It's not like you haven't got enough problems with Olga Dmitrievna already. She didn't reply. You won't get away with just cleaning duty for something like that. Uliana closed the cabinet. She held a huge bag of candy in her hands. You little... Put it back! She stuck out her tongue and dashed so off through the back door. I couldn't just leave it at that. I darted off in pursuit. Sure, the girl had quite a head start, but I was still funneled with energy into the chase. Waff, I still funneled energy into the chase. I won't lose her again. Not again. We run to the square. Turned at the music club building. Oh my god. And came out onto the forest trail. Hey, you won't get away! I'd almost caught Uliana when she suddenly stopped abruptly. I couldn't pull myself as sharply, so I crashed into her, suddenly sending us sprawling. She rolled down onto the grass. Gotcha! I gave a victorious shout. Wha? No, you didn't, she replied with a shamed tone. Uliana was lying under me. Her face was right next to mine. I felt her erratic breathing next to her body. Sure, right now she is only a child, but soon enough she'll become a woman. Is she really a child? I feel like she's 18 because of... I remember under the rules, it said everyone was 18 in here, so she's not a child. It was pretty embarrassing. You gonna rape me? She said, coming back at her sense. If you want me to. Anyways, it was more like a game to her. Sure do! She gave a cunning smile and snorted quietly. Or it was just my imagination? I'm not really in the mood. Whatever. Oleander reached up and bit me on the nose. What? That hurt. I wasn't expecting that. And even pulled back a little. Just a moment of hesitation was enough for her to wrestle out and run a dozen feet away. Watch it. You're gonna regret this later. She laughed out loud and disappeared into the woods. The candy bag was left lying on the ground near me. I wonder if she dropped it on purpose. It's getting her near dinner time, so I had to hurry and return to the candy. And very preferably, stay under the radar. Of course, I'd explain the situation. It was Uliana who had stolen them. But who's gonna believe me anyways? Olga Dmitrievna was already waiting for me at the entrance of the canteen. Good job, Semyon. On what? I hid the bag of sweets behind my back. The bag was transparent and too big to put it in my pocket. I was talking about a cleanup. Everything is clean and tidy. Yeah, of course. And where's Uliana? I wish I knew. She'll come soon. Okay then, go and have your dinner. Yay. I entered the canteen. To my utter lack of surprise, it was full. Now I really don't know how to return the bag without being noticed. Sure, I could do it in the evening, but what do I do with it now? Semyon! I turned around. Slavia was in front of me. Oh, what's that? She looked at the bag that I didn't manage to hide in time. Caught red-handed, or more like sweet-handed. Time to prepare for a scolding. These are, sweets. Where from? I stole them. Damn it. Got them from Uliana. Oh, I see. Same old song and dance? What do you mean? Is that the first time she's stolen sweets? And why am I not surprised? Let me handle this. Oh, thanks. Slavia saves the day yet again. She took the bag and headed to the buffet. I had no desire to listen what she was going to say while returning the sweets, so I started to look around the canteen, looking for a place to sit. It seems that I have no time. I will have to share a dinner table with Electronic and Shirt. Oh, those two. There were no more places to sit. Hey, bro. What's happening, gentlemen? Hey. Every time I have to deal with them, I got an itching desire to tease them, or at least to drop some cheeky or cocky banter. It might be too risky to behave that way, but the Electronic brothers seem to have a primary source of positive emotions. How are you? Fine. How about you? It hits and misses. Did something happen? Lots of stuff. Mind sharing? Nah, some other time maybe. Suit yourself. He made a helpless gesture. We're going to the ball after dinner. Electronic giggled. I know that. Would you want to ask? Would you want to ask out? I hadn't thought about it yet. What about you? Uh, well, I. It seems that this question caught him off guard. Ask Uliana. That would make her happy. No thanks. Electronic furiously waved his hands. And you? Sure, you gotta ask Elisa out. Thanks, but I'll pass. She looked calmer than his mate. Oh, come on, guys. It'd be fun. In any case, we've got things to do. We still have to finish the robot. Oh, that marvelous idea. Ask your robot out. Can it dance? It can't even walk yet. Sure, you probably missed the point completely. Why, it would be great the demonstration of our achievement in front of the camp, and what would have showed, and what would we show to them? Yeah, you're right. They both stared at their plates disappointedly. Ah, guess they're really working hard on that bot. Silence, and time flew by. Dinner was over, and the pioneers started to disperse. What will you wear for the ball? I asked Shuriken Electronic. We don't have anything special to wear. We'll go as we are. He indicates his pioneer uniform. They don't seem to care about their appearance at all. Well, why should we care then? Wearing my winter clothes isn't an option, so I'll go just like this. When does it start? After 9 o'clock. Ah, got it. They look pretty handsome, to be honest. So it's like, they don't look like nerds. They're cool guys. I left the canteen and deeply inhaled the fresh evening air. I remember those rare dances I used to go at school. Do at school. Hesitation, insecurity, even fear. I could relate. I couldn't dance. I didn't know how to react if someone had invited me. Yeah, I could relate even more. I wouldn't dare to invite someone myself. Okay, I'm very relating to what he's saying. All in all, I felt pretty uncomfortable about it. And if it was even more unpleasant to watch others having fun. It wasn't envy. More like it was a disconcerting feeling that people were able to enjoy something so odd for me. I thought that there was still lots of time till the ball, so I could sleep a little, to be fresh in the evening. Yeah, I guess a bit of sleep would be good. Entering the camp leader's cabin, I flopped onto the bed instantly and shut my eye. I hear the cats outside. God dang. Oh, sight. Strangely enough, I got up right on time, even without an alarm. The clock was showing 9, such a rare thing to happen. I felt sluggish though. Probably it wasn't the best idea to sleep during the day after all. I'm going to see Alisa instead of the dance. So it's time then. But I agreed to help Lena. Oh no! What should I do now? Oh no! Wait, if I go to the dance party, I'm gonna meet Lena? Is that how it works? Oh yeah, because she said after the party. But, oh no, man! No! I don't wanna stand up for Lisa. But I don't want to go be stood up for Lena. Yep. This is what I call backfire. That's what happens when you accept so much request that you yourself can't even do. I feel bad for Lena. And I'll even feel more bad for Alisa because I'm gonna get punched in the face for not going. I'm gonna get punched in the face if I don't go, and I'm gonna, she's gonna be more pissed at me if I don't go. If I don't go to Alisa and actually go to dance party, there's a lot of things gonna happen in dance party. I don't want to go there. It's like, then Lena won't respond too much because I stood her up. Because she's so quiet as well, so it's not that bad. Then getting punched in the face by Elisa, having Elisa being pissed at you. But I still feel bad for. Oh, I'm going to Elisa. God damn it. Feel bad for Lena. This is what happens when you're a total douchebag who accepts everything even though without thinking it properly. A few minutes later, I approached the stage. Maybe it was a bad idea accepting her offer. Just talking to Vajeskaya means danger. On the other hand, I wasn't eager to go to the dance. What can I do here? There. I'd only disgrace myself. That is true. No, I'm better off listening to Elisa play the guitar. Exactly. Coming closer, I saw a person sitting on the edge of the stage with her legs dangling. Hey, Elisa. So you came after all. Elisa put the guitar aside and jumped to the ground. There was even a trace of joy in her face for a moment. Oh, cool. Yay, she's happy. For some reason, I felt happy. Playing for someone is surely some interesting than being alone. That is true. As you can see. What are we going to do? What do you mean, what? I'm asking you. Well, you wanted... I got a sudden idea that this situation is one of her usual pranks, and I should never have expected to hear any guitar songs. I'm going to go to bed. Bye. I turned around and waved a hand intentionally slowly. Hey! Elisa grabbed my sleeve. What? Don't you want to listen? Listen to what? You yourself don't know what you're going to do. Of course I know. She took the guitar and hit the strings with a plectrum a couple of times. Sit next to me. Oh. I didn't object, and in a moment, I was sitting beside her. It's better this way. Miss the dance, leave now, and then what would I do? The role of a stranger was more suitable for a passive observer, and not the eager seeker of answer. Was it and who I wanted to be so badly. So, I'll show you how to play this song now. Just like that? Right away? What do you mean right away? I haven't held a guitar for a long time. She could probably guess how long it had been since I had held one. My skills were enough to make a cat laugh. It's not difficult. I threw an intense look at Elisa. It distinctively seems to me now that she can't express her feelings. I could lose her strange self-control for a moment, and I see a casual and even funny and friendly girl. She could lose her strange... And when her self-confidence and impudence turned back on, it was the bitchness as usual. And which is the real one, that is true. Hey! What? Stop daydreaming! Yeah, sorry. So, are you watching? I am. What's the song? The one I played this morning, of course. Oh, okay, I'm listening. Elisa made her mind and started to play. That's it. Did you get everything? Maybe I may have understood it, but I probably won't be able to replicate it. Now, how should I put it? It's okay. Practice makes perfect. She is undoubtedly right on this point, but I have problems with practice all my life. Well, I took the guitar from Elisa or Elisa, either one of those. I'm wrong and probably both. Elisa, and tried to play the first chord. It's as hard as my fingers were tied in a knot and didn't want to be in the right place. I used to be better before, but now I wouldn't even be able to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars. Well, wait for a moment. Looks like you won't be a rock hero. She laughed kindly. It may be better this way. I hissed vainly, trying to remember the order of the strings to press. Well, the guitar started to make these devilish sounds, resembling the groans of a wounded dinosaur. Groans? Another word being flipped in my mind. What the heck? My left hand fingers constantly missed the right frets, and my right hand didn't strike in rhythm. Let's call that progressive rock. Progressive? Well, give it back. She took the guitar, and it sounded completely different in her hands. I felt embarrassed by my clumsiness for a moment. Alice's skill may not be on the level of a professional guitarist, but nevertheless, she played the simple things with such confidence. She must have had a lot of practice before. Did you get it this time? She finished and offered the guitar to me. Well, I did better the second time, but it was still a long way from Alice's level. Or from any decently adequate level. So I was aware of how totally worthless I was compared to her. It seemed so simple, just to play a song with 3 chords. The tune is so simple though. It's too simple though. It's raining outside, I just noticed. Oh, it's gonna be so loud in the recording. put the guitar aside, Alisa was lost in thought for a moment. Even a preschooler could play. Even a preschool, even a preschooler kid could play it better. Thanks. I tried. So I noticed. She might have been she must have been trying to demonstrate her evident superiority at playing the guitar. It's not like everyone can be a musician. Not really. Alisa looked up at the sky. Though you can't be one, that's for sure. Why is that? You should have heard yourself. I started to regret coming here. Well, don't mind me. Why does Alisa need to do this? It's obvious that I'm a horrible guitarist. Obviously. But if I had some practice... So, will you practice? I don't know. Maybe I will. The guitar was the least of my problems, though. I'm stuck in a strange world I can't escape from. That's more important than a stupid argument with Alisa. Suddenly, I felt an annoying self-pity, apathy, and an urge to leave this place, to forget this evening. This feeling left a nasty impression and a burning desire to do or say something stupid. As if it would change anything. What? Me learning to play the guitar. You surely couldn't. You strum the guitar for a couple of days and give it up. Alisa's words pierced my heart. You know what? Oh well, she should know. Is it any concern of hers? Am I reacting this way because it's true? Or that it's Alisa who spoke the truth? You can't know how to do everything. Probably not. But you should be able to do at least you should be able to at least do something. So, are you saying that I can't do anything? How should I know? No, I what? Should I tell her about my computer skills? Or about the books I've read and movies I've watched? Oh well, it's a pointless conversation. I'm leaving. That goes without saying. You're only concerned with having fun. And you do nothing but whine. Forget it. I jumped down the stage and walked away from the concert area. Go then, I heard Alisa yelling to me. I'm already going. The path led me back to the square. There was Slavia in the center of it, sweeping the area. Oh, Semyon. Hi. I thought everyone was already asleep. No. What are you doing? Cleaning up after the ball. Why didn't you come? Just... And where have you been? I hadn't had the slightest intention of telling Slavia how I embarrassed myself on the stage with the guitar in front of Alisa while the whole camp was having fun in the square. I took a walk. Okay, but you should have come. It was fun. Glad you enjoyed yourself. I had been sweating like a pig today. I was sweating like a pig today because of worries or just the hot night. Hey, do you know where I can have a bath? Certainly. Go straight, then a bit to the left by the path. Then go to the right, and there will be a bathhouse. Should I accompany you? No need. I'll find it myself. I totally didn't want to burden her even more. I walked along the forest path in the direction Slavia showed. My whole body was itching. How I didn't notice it before. And more importantly, what else hadn't I noticed? If I keep things going like this, then I'll have to stay in the world forever. This world forever. I shivered at the night. I shivered at the thought. Probably at the idea that I didn't feel any terror or even just fear. Just like it's all the natural flow of things. I could see the bathhouse behind the trees. And why do the pioneers have the paths here? Olga Dmitrievna had said something about repairs to the showers, though. No reason to worry about it now. There were soap and clean towels, so I quickly washed myself and went outside and breathed in a chest full of fresh night air. It's so wonderful that physical cleanliness brings spiritual cleanliness. All my problems, if not went away, then at least became less important. It's like the water washed away not only dirt from body, but also my anxiety from Mind. Flip. What the heck? I suddenly started yawning, and so I headed to the leader's cabin, rubbing my eyes. Oh, I didn't take even a few steps before Elisa jumped out from the bushes. You, what are you doing here? I was washing myself. She came to her senses and spoke again. And what? How should I know? Then why do you speak if you don't know? All my peace of mind vanished in a moment. Only the irritation and weariness remained. Okay, well, if you don't mind... wait, now what? If back there on the stage, you thought that, well... I didn't want to offend you or anything. It's okay, I'm not offended. I just can't play the guitar. Nothing special. A lot of people can't. I felt that there was an obvious sign of irritation in my voice, but I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to say everything to her face, right to here, right now. Exactly, you can't. Elisa obviously restrained herself from laughing. Oh, I've already had enough from you. She totally drove me out of my wits at the moment. In another second, I would have already started to yell at her. In another second, I would have started to yell at her, or worse. Wait, will you just leave me alone? Elisa followed me, but I didn't try to stop me. I really didn't want to offend. Some invisible power made me turn around. Okay, can I go now? Yeah, of course. In the moonlight, Elisa looked beautiful, with a brief guilty expression on her face. Oh, why do you have to say those words? I feel guilty as well, you damn bastard, Semyon. If she could only keep her mouth shut. What are you smirking at? Although, nothing. I just thought that if only you were a little bit more polite. Then what? I shouldn't have said such things. People could get ideas, depending on their intellectual abilities. Then nothing. You should finish what you started. There's nothing to finish. I'm very tired and I'm going to sleep. Stop right there. Don't make me run away from you. As if you could. She might be right. I am already exhausted from this day. And naturally, I had no intention of running away after a bat. So what? What? If only I would be more polite. Then what? Try it and you will see. Why should I do anything for a fool like you? Then don't try it. What does it have to do with me? I sighed and dragged myself to the square. And what about you then? What? I replied without turning to her. Well, if I would, then you... I don't know what you're trying to talk about, but let's think that I would if it's easier for you. Moron! Elisa yelled at me and headed to the bathhouse. The square shined with the cleanliness of a German road, which were washed with shampoo or soap, people said. That's Slavia for you. And I just argued with Elisa and nothing else. And what for? As if it was all necessary. In her behavior, in other words situation, I would have surely said that Elisa likes me and just hides it behind her rudeness. Yep! Tsundere in other words. Tsundere in other words. I like it. Tsundere in other words. I like it. I'm such a weird person. That's not important right now, though. Relationship, love, anything. Maybe she isn't even human. And what if she was human? All this was happening in the real world. I drove those thoughts away and headed to the leader's cabin. Tiredness had overwhelmed me. Exhausted is what I am. It was like an invisible obstacle stopped me in front of the door. Oh God, Dimitriv now. I certainly would like to know where I was and why I missed the dance. I'll get a full interrogation for sure. Counting the absence of Eliza at the dance too. It would be hard to guess that we skipped it together. On the other hand, should I even tell her that instead of going to the dance, Elisa practiced playing the guitar and I just went along with the flow? Nothing especially, actually. Yeah, it wasn't so special. Doesn't really matter if I left. So, at the same time, I thought it could be better to keep silent. Well, I'll decide on the spot. I decided and pulled the door. Oh, all good to Midora was waiting for me, wearing a dress. Oh, I missed a good dance, didn't I? So Semyon, where have you been? Tell her about makeup and her excuse. I've been a total douchebag and actually didn't do a good thing. Like go to Lena. I guess I could tell the truth this time. Cause I'm being a total douchebag and I feel tired and I just wanna go. And then excuses is like I'm so tired to make excuses, so I'll tell her the truth. To tell the truth, I was on stage with Elisa. And what did you do there? Play the guitar. Okay, that's not important. Why didn't you come to the ball? Well, frankly speaking, I don't like dancing. So what? That was a camp public event, which means every pioneer had to attend. She looked at me intently. You could just sit somewhere quietly. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, it's sudden burp. The leader softened. Go to bed, quickly. The storm had passed. I tossed and turned, but couldn't sleep. My head was full of thoughts about music, guitars, and Elisa. I wonder, could I become a professional musician? Do I even want to be one? No, I'm pretty sure I don't. If it's piano, I want to be a professional musician on piano. I really want to be a good pianist. Why would I want to? It certainly would be pretty fun, but nothing else. Or is Eliza the reason? She really is, and it's like an energy vampire, sucking all your juices. That's not enough. My eyes started to close, and I fell asleep a moment after. Here we are. Day 4. Yup, I gotta stop it there, guys. Oh, yep, those were the saves I had, and I'm gonna save my game here. Yes, overwrite those because I lost the recording so bad because of the stupid errors. I gotta make sure. Is this the right date? It's 30 today. Yeah, double save in case, triple save just in case. Okay. Thank you for watching another episode of Everlasting Summer. A series that it wasn't supposed to even be posted in YouTube. Hey, but it's still here, and thank you guys for watching. It's been a good time playing this. Wait for another episode, which is day 5. You can see right over there. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.